Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoruus speaking. I welcome you to the second part of my duel against Merle. Just a reminder, this is medieval start, we are both playing as Egypt. Quick speed, skirmish, plains, map. The rules are no great wall, no +1 red gold, founder religion, and no +4 fate from Wonder. So I hope you guys watched the part 1. If you not, I will post a link in the description below. To sum up, we were just building up. To be honest, there was a little action with some aggressive scouting. I lost the 2 city spots in the south because I wasn't able to set up a proper zone of control. So he planted those 2 cities, which are pretty aggressive cities. They are kinda in my part of the land and will allow him to attack me on 2 different angles. As you can see, I'm fortifying Abydos because I'm kind of thinking he was trying to settle a city in south, which I managed to block, but I'm still afraid that he's going to come and attack me in the south. I'm behind in hammers, and I'm trying to catch up in science, so I'll be able to get artillery perhaps at the same time as him. I went for liberty, then I switched to tradition. I like going tradition, and he took honor, I believe, for that extra production and for that extra great general, which is pretty strong. Oh, and I'm at military science right now. He has much more cities than me. He planted cities like in probably in every possible spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I already see 10 of his cities, and probably he has some more cities in the back. He has a little gold advantage, so he will be able to upgrade more cavalries, more cadenced artillery than me. But hopefully we shall stand and defend against it. I'm actually first in army, but this is kind of a misleading, since he can, he can have much more lower tier units than me, and he can just upgrade them all to cavalry with gold, so cavalry or artillery. So don't be fooled about the army strength, especially when you are kind of getting close to industrial, because not only industrial but any milestone with military techs, for example composites or crossbows, because lower tier units count for less army points. So if someone just stacks up lower tier units and stacks up gold, and if he upgrades them all at the same time, suddenly their army will boost like crazy. Or for example, if he's building up and queuing up military units in every single city that he has, and then just finish those in one turn, then his army strength can go up pretty crazy. Since he got more than 10 cities, he can like sneak in 24 units, which is pretty crazy, and you gotta be cautious about that. So I'm trying to building up defenses in the south, and I'm building lancers because I'm behind in tech and I want to get prepared for the cavalries that will soon arrive. So I'm going order. The reason for that is I want to get those factories up as soon as possible, and I want to have that extra science from factories. So I'm kind of hoping this game will last longer than artillery. Well, you can always hope for the best. So as you can see, like, number of cities with Egypt is crazy. I mean, like that the burial tombs plus good religion and happiness. Just a reminder, he has the +1 happiness from, from religion. I mean the +1 happiness per city, which means he has that happiness advantage over me, because every city he has produces 1 happiness. On the bright side though, I managed to get Chichen and Notre Dame, so I kinda countered at least that happiness that he's getting, the extra happiness from religion, just from that founder belief. So at least that's nice, but I'm still behind in the number of cities, and I think I'm a little behind in population overall. So it means I have less science, I have less of everything, which is not good as usual. You always want to have at least the same population as your enemy. I'm trying to road. Yes, I'm restrained. Yes, he's first in science, 1% ahead. So sadly, and most probably, he already has artillery. So he's 6 turns ahead of me in artillery, for artillery. But if I believe correctly, he took great scientist. No, I don't want to say that he took, because I don't really remember the first part of the game. But the fact remains, he's first in. I mean, he got artillery right now, and I'm 6 turns behind in artillery, which those 6 turns is a huge deal, because in 6 turns you can deal a lot of damage, with having the higher tech of military units by 6 turns. It's a huge deal. So I'm trying to build up lancers, then I'm trying to build up some cannons, and I'm kind of preparing for my golden age, since I'm gonna get my natural golden age soon. So I will be able to get extra money to upgrade all those cannons, which I'm planning to build, to artillery when I get the tech. But still, that's like 6 turns behind, and it will be a bit problematic if I remember correctly. Because, as I said, 6 turns of not having artillery is pretty strong. Yeah, I think I went AFK for 1 minute. I'm pretty sure I went AFK for 1 minute. So, since there's nothing going on the screen, let's talk, for example, about the weather. Well, the weather at my place is pretty not cool. It's grey and snowing and it's cold. Okay, so I'm back. So I got back. Yeah, that's what you get when you play and have some other stuff to do as well. That's the only problem with Civilization. It takes so much time, and actually you just cannot let the see. So he's already got artillery. So as I said, he had the artillery 6 turns earlier than me. And as you can see, those 2 artillery shots just took HP on that city by what, 2/3. So this is troublesome. He beat me to artillery by 6 turns, and that's really problematic, because I now have to deal with extra DPS that artillery gives him. Those +3 range is just crazy. You cannot do much about that. I'm kind of hoping I'm still building up my cannons. As I said, I really know. I mean, I know at this point that I really cannot defend Edfu. Well, the point of that city was to just block and have that land. It's kind of I don't know how to say it. This is a city that I planted only for defense purposes, so I don't really care about that city. That city serves only purpose to defend, and basically it's going to be like a buffer zone. So I know I really cannot defend against artillery right now, so I'm kind of preparing to defend outside of my city borders, to kill as much units as I can and with my cannons and with my units, just be prepared to retake the city when he's going to take it. That's the general plan of a city like that. Of course, as I said, those 6 turns are really huge. I mean, like, it's only 6 turns, but every milestone, as I said, every milestone with technology is really problematic. If you get crossbow 6 turns earlier, or if you get composite 6 turns earlier and someone is preparing to attack right away with the upgrades, it's really hard to defend. So in those close matchups where players are equal and they have the same amount of production and they kind of have the same lands and stuff, those 6 turns or even less turns can make a difference between winning and losing a game when you get to that crucial technology. And this is happening right now. I'm behind by 6 turns, so I will have troubles now, because he already has nice artilleries. He's just waiting to upgrade more. As you can see, he has 1 more cannon there to upgrade. He got cavalry and he's just preparing. Boom, just took the city, and I lost the lancer in the process, so that was not cool. So now I have to work on retaking the city. Exactly, I need to work on retaking the city, preferably at the last turn. So this is where the combat begins. As I said, artillery is so strong. It's kind of depressingly strong, if I could say that myself. I mean, the problem with it is cities fall so quickly with artillery shots. It's really hard to defend a city. So if you, for example, if you have a city that is crucial for your economy in front and you lose it, it's a huge blow. So you need to have those, I don't know how to say it, buffer cities that you only planned for a purpose to fight around that city. So you're not worried that you're gonna lose it, and you're just focusing on taking it back, or or losing it and killing some units. That's a real idea. So I'm now in Golden Age, so I kinda finally have the and he is in Golden Age as well. Yes, he's in Golden Age, yes. So we are both in Golden Age, and we have equal production, which is pretty good. And I finally have my gold advantage now. I mean, I have gold advantage, I have my gold, so I'll be able to upgrade all those cannons that I'm building to artilleries when they spawn. But still, I have those 5 turns that I was behind in technology, so he has the edge right now. I mean, like, all the previous game was like getting you to this point, and he beat me to artillery by 6 turns. I think he got Tower of Pisa, so there is a chance that he used a Tower of Pisa for Great Scientist, and he used the Great Scientist to get ahead of me and get artillery first, but I'm really not sure, since I don't remember first part that exactly. But this is a viable option when you go for Tower of Pisa, and you just take the Great Scientist and you get to that crucial tech before your enemy. As you can see, since he got artillery, I'm in so much trouble right now. It's so crazy. And I'm even building Kremlin for defense. Well, it's not gonna change much right now. It's not like late industrial era when cities have hundreds of defense with every defense buildings. So if you got a city like this, it falls in a matter of 3 shots. And with every take and retake, it's gonna have even less combat strength and even less defense and even less HP. So later on, it's just gonna like 1 shot from artillery and boom, you can retake the city with 0 HP. As you can see, 1 shot and he already can take the city. And I'm just waiting before I'm gonna move. As you can see, I'm just preparing, fortifying my units and preparing to retake the city, saving whatever units I can and dealing as much damage as I can right now. This is the only thing I can do. I need to really prepare to retake city. As I said, this is going to be a city that's going to pass from hand to hand. But this is the only way I can fight against artillery right now, until I get my own artillery. But to be honest, the damage is done already. He has the edge over me, and it's going to be uphill battle from now on. But I will try to not sell my skins so cheaply. I hope that's this. It's also said in English like that. So we got a saying in Polish, which says nie sprzeda się skóry tak łatwo, and I'm hoping that the translation in English is that it's not selling a skin cheaply or something like that. National College. Why am I building National College? Because I can. Well, I probably won't be able to after that city's gonna fall into his hands again. It's gonna lose the library, like for 100%, and the library in Edfu. So, we are waiting each other out. Nobody wants to move, especially I don't want to move, because I'm on the defensive, so I really want to wait out until he moves his units, especially when he retakes the city. So I really need to be prepared. Most probably I will not try to retake the city this turn, though, because I want to kill the unit that takes the city, and the problem is that cavalry can just move to Edfu right now and take the city. Okay, I'm trying to do some. Yes. But he did take the city. Now this is problematic. I probably shouldn't done that. I should have waited with my my lancer to take the city, because now I cannot. If I take the city with the musket, he's going to retake the city with knight later on. Or unless I'm just gonna shift click it. Okay, I'm gonna shift click the musket, so he's going to lose cavalry. This is when you have a disadvantage in technology. This is a good way to actually make some kills. For example, if you're fighting like, I don't know, infantry with cavalries and artilleries, which happened to me quite often. Sadly, I fail on science a lot. I have to admit that. So I don't notice when someone is actually taking into science. So, oh, the scout died. Goody goody. So that was a pretty cool move from me. So I'm failing in techs some from time to time, and it's kind of a good way to kill that super extra technological units, cause a unit has to take a city. So if you have a city in a very tough spot, it's just good to kind of be prepared to retake the city after the enemy takes your city. So if he takes the city with a good unit, for example an infantry, and you really cannot kill an infantry with artillery, you would need like crazy amount of shots to kill an infantry. But if he takes the city, then boom, you shoot two artilleries with the city, and you swoop vibe with a, I don't know, knight or a unit like that, and you then back it up from the city, and you got a free infantry kill. So that's kind of a good way to deal with technological advantage. Like here, he retook the city, but he lost 2 units in the process. Which one is like cavalry, and I have no cavalry, and it would be very hard to kill a cavalry with my units. So I'm trying to move my units so I can prepare to retake the city again. But the advantage is his. He can stack up multiple artilleries outside of my vision range and just shoot the units. As you can see, he's just bombarding my musket like crazy, so units on those tiles cannot really survive. Yeah, it's like shooting like crazy. He has so many artilleries in the back. So it's hard to defend this city, to be honest, and it's going to be hard to defend on my land as well, because he's got that momentum right now, which he's just trying to use wisely. Because I cannot, I cannot protect my units from taking damage right now. Because I don't have the vision of his side and I don't have artillery to shoot back, so he can freely bombard my units, and the damage like adds in later on. Walls. I'll be trying to build walls in that city for a long time. So sadly I'm gonna lose another musket, most probably. No cannon. But at least that's an extra damage from a cannon. Okay, crossbow down. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. But the musket is going to die. Yes, there we go. Musket died, so now he can swoop one unit. Oh, actually moved the pike there. I don't think that that was necessary. Because I shouldn't trade units right now. I should make kills. He's ahead in hammers by 15 hammers. I mean, that's not that much, but still it's some. And he's ahead in army with 10k, but he has the artillery upgrades, so that's not that bad. But he has the advantage right now. As I said, he has the momentum, and he's in good shape, to be honest. I don't think I should build barracks. I think I should just focus on units all the way. Yeah, there we go. Cavalries are so strong. It's hard to fight cavalry with crossbows and cannons and even artillery. So you gotta watch out for that. I should have made more lancers, though. I think I was trying to make as much as possible. So as you can see, I'm still trying to prepare my units to be able to retake the city. I'm trying not to move and not to shoot every unit, so I can retake the city quickly, so it will not fall into his hands for a turn, so he cannot have the benefit of roads, so he cannot like pour in more units into my land. Because at this moment I have really hard time killing his units. It takes me much more shots with my units to kill his units than he takes to kill mine, since he got artillery and I got crossbows and cannons at the moment. But next turn I should get my artilleries up, and I will have a better chance to defend. And I'm still trying to build wonders. I don't think I'm gonna get Brandenburg Brigade. But I think I want to deny him the Brandenburg Brigade for that extra general. I mean, like, generals do make a great difference uh, in combat right now. So I guess my thinking was that I really want to try to build Brandenburg Gate, so I would deny him the extra general since I didn't win for honor, and he did. So he got one extra general right now, and he still he still has that extra production in building military units from honor. So I'm behind in hammers, but to be honest, I'm behind not only those 15 hammers, but I'm behind like even 15% more, because he got the honor policy, which I probably should take as well since he went for it, but now it's kind of too late. And he backed up the Lancer, so I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do right now. I don't really want to take the city since, yeah, I don't want to take city right now. I want to do it at the end of the turn. The reason for that is I want to have I don't need to retake the city this turn, so I can upgrade my cannons to artillery finally. Yeah, I cannot really take. Oh, I can swoop in with this unit. Yeah, another artillery, and he's gonna shoot my lancer in the north. So as I said, those 5 turns is a huge deal, because first of all he got that initial artilleries from the cannon upgrades. So he got that like 4 or 5 artilleries, which he could then use to put that pressure on me. This is why he got this city so fast. And the other thing about those 5 turns, in those 5 turns, before I get mine artillery, he was able to build artilleries in his cities. So he will have that 5 turn production of artilleries more than me, which is at this stage of the game really a lot. Really a lot. As I said, it's very hard to defend against artillery without artilleries of your own. So I'm in a bad shape, as you can see. I'm in a very bad shape, and now he blocked Edfu from taking it with my lancer, and he's even put a cavalry there right now. So it's going to be hard for me to take this city since he's got the movement right now, and he's like preparing right now to swoop in with another unit. So I really have to take care of I have to watch my crossbow, and he just killed my crossbow so fast. I have to watch my crossbow north of Edfu, because I will be forced to move that crossbow one tile up so my lancer can take the city. But the problem is, if he's watching that carefully, he can deny me that. So he will, when I'm gonna move the crossbow, he could just wait and click a unit and move in front of my city. Then I will not be able to take the city this turn, and this could be problematic. So my defense is failing, sadly. Yes, and he's attacking my... Oh my goodness, I slept over the turn. This is pretty not good. I should have retaken the city, so he can now pour more cities. I don't think that was a good idea. I think that I didn't plan that to happen, but the consequences can be dire. least looking at this from the perspective, it's not good. It's really not good. I should have retake this city. And I cannot back up with the Lancer. This is not working as I wanted. Not good. Not good. You see how much artillery he has in the back? It's like a kill zone for me in the front. It's like craziness. Craziness. And this is all because he got that artillery those 5 turns earlier, or those 6 turns earlier. It's really a huge deal. He has really the damage. He has the damage advantage because in the end, it's all about mathematics. Whoever deals more damage wins. If you have the same amount of units and you deal more damage, you win. And if you have like more hammers and you're building the same units as your enemy and you're dealing the same damage, you still wins. You still win, but because you trade units one by one, and with the advantage of hammers, you just lose more. You cannot replace the units fast enough. And now I'm in a very bad situation because first of all I'm behind in hammers, and he has the technological advantage. So I'm really starting to lose this game. I'm like just trying to defend to not sell my skin easily, but at this point this game is going really bad for me. I'm only hoping right now that I can last long enough to get factories, which he already has. He already has industrialization. This is how much ahead he is. So I'm hoping to get industrialization, and with that extra order policy get the extra science, and with that science, I'd kind of say that science boost from factories, I can get ahead later on in science. So I'm kind of planning to defend, don't lose any more cities at this point, be able to defend and counter later on with, for example, planes or something like that. But this is not looking good. I'm running out of lancers, and when I'm gonna run out of cavalry, I mean like horse units, I will not be able to retake the city quick enough. So the war is going pretty bad for me. pretty bad for me. And he has the unit advantage, he has the army advantage, so it's going to be very painful. And I shift, come on, I shift click a lancer, not good. I forgot to cancel that shift move. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8 artillery is just sitting in the back ready to shoot me. Oh, this is... I got 1, 2, 3, 4 artillery, so that's like 100% more artillery he has. And the problem is I cannot waste my shots on his cavalry right now. I would really like to, but if I'm gonna use my shots on his cavalry, he will be able to just kill me. Pour in more units, take the city. I will not be able to retake the city next turn. So I'm really holding back with my DPS, with my DPS like Warcraft style, with my damage. I'm holding back with my damage, so I have the actual shots to be able to retake the city when he's going to take it. Yeah, he has hammer advantage though. I think he left Golden Age. Now I'm in Golden Age, but even he's not in Golden Age, he still has the hammer advantage. and he's going to kill my Lancer. No, Lancers survive. So I decided to shoot his cannon. Oh, goody. Well, goody, not goody. Good and not good, because that musket's going to die. Yeah, exactly. This musket is going to die. So you can sneak in another unit in front of his city. My previous city. It's just gonna snipe off my Lancers, because this is the only units that keep me alive at the moment, my cavalry units, and I have only 3 left, and 1, 2 is going to just die. So without my horse units I will have a really hard time to retake the city, and as soon as I will lose that ability to take the city and deal some damage to his units in front, I'm gonna lose my ground. So I really don't want to lose my Lancers, but it seems I'm going to. Yeah, exactly. He's just going to pour much more units, so I'll have to actually damage his units if I want to retake the city, because he's going to block a tile after tile after tile, so I will not be able to move a unit to retake the city. And since I'm starting to lose horses very quickly, I will not be able to retake the city. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, this is what happens. So now I'm in a big trouble. Yeah, this is exactly the turn that changed the course of this game. Now I will not be able to defend properly, because I already lose the movement. He's got the zone of control and I don't have the units actually to retake the city. Oh my goodness, I still managed to, but there we go. I have no more horses now. So I think this is the moment. I don't want to spoil anything more, but I think this is the moment that war just turned from bad to impossible for me. Because with the loss of my horses, now I am not able to defend, I mean to retake the city this turn, and he can just pour in units and start killing off my units. He doesn't have to worry about defending his city, he's just going to damage my units right now. And I will have to fight on his terms. Absolutely no on his terms. So this turn is going to be bad right now. Very bad. And on top of that, he's ahead 50 hammers in production. As you can see, he's already starting to snipe off my units. And there's not much I can do. And I really don't want to trade units with him, because he's ahead in hammers. So now I'm in deep trouble. I'm in very deep trouble. Because on one side I want to retake the city, so I can stop him from moving quickly onto my land, but on the other hand I don't want to pay with units for that, so this is really starting to be bad. So this is small things, but I mean, like, you can see this and like, what, you're in trouble, you got your artilleries, you got your musket and stuff. Yes, I do, but I'm behind, as I'm saying all the time, I'm behind in hammers. I'm 50 hammers behind at the moment. 50 hammers means like, let's say a unit costs 50 hammers, so he's making 1 unit more. For every 4 units of my 4 units, he's making 5 units of his. So to make that even, I would have to kill 5 units of his while losing only 4. So right now I'm behind in hammers, I'm behind in units. I don't have any more horses to block him to retake the city, and he's just going to come on my land with his units, and he's just going to start dealing damage to my units, and I will most probably lose more units that I can kill, because I don't have the vision right now. For example, I don't have the vision in my artillery to shoot his artillery, so he can shoot my artilleries just freely, and this is the huge problem at the moment. So as I said, this is just going now to from bad to very bad, or even impossible, I would say. So I'm desperately trying to defend, but he's just going to move his artillery back, most probably. Oh, he cannot move his artillery back, at least that's good. But he can sneak in a unit from the north, so this is also problematic. And most probably he can sneak a unit through that hill and on the place of the Gatling to take Edfu. But yeah, top is just better. He can just sneak in a unit right now. They're a cavalry or something like that. So as you can see, I'm trying to defend, but it's almost impossible right now. He's got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. I see 8 artilleries, and probably there's more in the south as well. And he's got the horse units, and he's got those 2 Gatlings, which make much better blockers than my muskets. They have much more combat strength. So I'm still trying to fight, but this is not looking good. I'm repeating myself, right? Yes, but this is really not looking good. Don't look at me like that. I'm a pessimist or something like that. But this is not looking good. Alright, let's be optimistic. I'm sure we're going to win this. As you can see, he's really slowly he's going to chip off my units, slowly killing them one by one. Yeah, he's just shooting you. He's got artilleries in that forested hill close to Buto, and probably on that hill, on the desert hill with the farm south of Buto, and he can just shoot all this place. He's got like a huge zone of control that he can deal damage on, and I really cannot deal damage to anything, because I really have to wait with this one, with this unit, and with those 2 artilleries when he's going to try to retake the city. I kind of want to be able to retake the city as well, but I'm in every retake, since I don't have horse, I'm gonna lose a unit right now, so that even more adds up to my bad situation. So I'm shift clicking just to be sure if nothing is going to happen. I'm gonna try to kill some units, but I think he's able to retake this city this turn, though maybe, just maybe, north is not possible because there's 2 hills, so a cavalry cannot just swoop in by 2 hills and still have a movement to take the city. I'm hoping for that. Oh, I'm planning for oil. I really don't think. I'm sorry, Yoruus, but I don't think you're ever going to get oil. And there we go. Take the city. Yeah, take the unit out of the city. Good. But still, he's slowly pouring units into my land, as you can see. And he's got a rifleman right now. So he's still ahead of me in tech, So he's slowly, like as I said, he's slowly taking out my units, and he's just going to economically dominate me since he has much more hammers, which means he can trade off units one by one easily with me. So if I kill a unit, he just needs to kill one unit of mine and it's going to be enough. And he's just going to pressure me north right now. He only needs to put there like 1-2 artilleries and start to kill me slowly. He doesn't have to worry about me killing his artilleries, because as I said, he can easily trade off units with me at this moment. So this is the beginning of the end. I mean, the beginning of the end was like, let me say this, on minute 8 of this movie. As soon as he had the artillery 5 turns earlier, that was the beginning of the end. But now it's just a really beginning of the end. Look how much artillery he has. He has huge advantage in military right now. So he can easily trade off units with me, and he just needs to make some kills. Yeah, 30 hammers ahead, 5% ahead in science. He's got so much more cities. So spamming cities was a good idea. I mean, losing the cities in the middle was bad for me. Not putting out the zone of control, I mean not controlling the land at the start in the middle so I could block his aggressive cities was a bad idea. Thanks to that, he's got that extra space on theoretically my land where I could put 2 more cities, which gives him that hammer advantage that he has, that population hammer advantage, since the happiness is not the issue either for me, either for him. That 14 happiness that I had from natural wonders and that happiness that he has from religion doesn't really matter, since I got 27 happiness. So even if I didn't have the Notre Dame and Chichen, I still was like happiness crazy. So I could easily plant 2 more cities, or even 4 more cities, 5 more cities easily, but I don't really have the space. So he took the space from me, which was a great idea. So that the start of the game really, I mean the things that you do at the start of the game really adds up to the conclusion. I mean the end, the result of the game. So that start from Merle was pretty strong. He aggressively scouted me. He blocked my. He took the land from me with his cities, and he even wanted to expand onto my side, which I was able to block. But then again, he could really do that. So now this city is going to fall. The city in the north is starting to be in real trouble. So as I said, he's just going to move more and more units, and he will just make kills on my units I cannot replace fast enough. Yeah, there we go. He just took the city again. "40 hammers advantage." So as I said, 40 hammers is really a lot when you have, it's like almost 20%. Yeah, I think I'm gonna plant this citadel, yes, exactly, just to deal that extra damage to those units. Because I kinda know right now I have no chance of fighting back for this city, the Edfu city. So I'm just trying to set up another line of defense to deal some damage to his units. But this is like a poor desperation moves right now. I really am trying to defend, but I mean, probably when I was playing this game, I probably thought that I still have a chance. Come on, really, guys, I have a chance. But like looking at this from a time perspective, only commenting this, really, Yoruus, you're dead already, mate. You were dead like ages ago. Why don't you just GG? Well, if I would GG, we wouldn't see my desperate try on defending my land. So I hope you guys enjoy stuff like this. I'm wondering if I did manage to get Brandenburg Gate or if that was a like total fail. Because I could like build some units in the time which would really help me, but I was so desperate for that extra general. I guess I thought that it's really a good idea to just build Brandenburg. Because you can see he has the general advantage, so I really badly need that general. He's just baiting me. He's got 2 more generals already and I got only 1. So if I retake his citadel right now, he's like baiting me to retake his citadel so he can move a general on his rifle at the moment and retake my 2 citadels. So I hope I was smart enough and I will not plant the citadel on that artillery. Come on, Yoruus, tell me. Don't disappoint me. But as you can see, this is going bad right now. This is exactly what I was predicting that will happen. As soon as I'm gonna lose the ability to retake the city each single turn, he's just going to start pouring units into my land and just picking off my units, which I cannot replace fast enough. There we go. No, don't do this. Don't do this, Yoruus. Come on, you don't know. No, Yoruus, come on. I'm very pretty sure that he put that citadel exactly to bait me into putting the citadel in this spot. I'm like 100% sure. So he's just going to move his general and retake all those 3 citadels with 1 general. And then he's going to bait me. If I get the Brandenburg Gate, he's just going to bait me with planting another general where my artillery, oh yes, this exactly artillery where it is. So I will retake only those 2 citadels, and then he's going to use another citadel just to plant on top of my city. But to be honest, he really doesn't need to plant generals. He has a huge army advantage right now, and he's dealing a lot more damage to me than I am dealing to him. So this city is like gonna fall in 4 shots from artilleries. It's really not a defensive position, especially I remind you that close to the natural wonder there's a mountain there which denies the movement in the north. So that's a pretty bad defensive position to be in. So I lost another city. Which is even more bad because he got more space to move around right now. He will be able to build roads there and have a much more flanking mobility. Yeah, so 80 hammers right now. 80 hammer advantage. So I really need to get my factories up. It's like a desperate move right now, but to be honest, if I want to stay in this game, I really need to take those factories, since I put it so much social policies into the extra science and faster building on factories. So I really need to use that call on factories to get that hammer, some hammers more, so I can at least like be a little bit closer to his hammers. Then I'm hoping, probably in this game I was hoping that I can deal just enough damage so that so I will be able to defend that much that he will lose a little more units than me, so my hammer disadvantage will make the will make our losses equal, and I will be able to get ahead in tech thanks to technology, thanks to the 25% bonus in science, and maybe be able to survive long enough, for example, for, I don't know, planes or something like that. I think that was what I was thinking playing this game. But honestly, watching this game right now, I'm thinking like, what? You seriously was thinking that this is going to work? As you can see, I'm losing ground really badly. He's just sniping off my units one by one, one by one. There we go. And a great general. There we go. As I said, that was like a bait 100%. So now I'm gonna just try to retake the city. Come on. Yes. So theoretically I retook the city, but now the saddest part happens. Yes. So I was thinking like, oh, wait a second, I'm gonna retake the city, and I'm gonna get my citadels back, but it didn't work like I was hoping to. I was really hoping that that move would save me, because most of the time you only retake the citadels close to your city, but now I kinda lost everything. I lost every citadel, so all my units gonna get damaged. Every single unit on my front is gonna get damaged. So this is like, this spoils all the hope that I have. Yeah, and he still has two generals, so I'm losing the general fight absolutely. As I said, he went for honor, and he I don't know if I checked that actually. Oh, and another bad move. So disaster after disaster, disaster after disaster. So if I was saying that some times ago that it was the beginning of the end, well, now this is the middle of the end, I would say. Oh, I think I was planning to shift click that unit, and it didn't shift click. I had to misclick something, so it actually moved. So it's even like I'm like falling in pieces right now. Everything is not going my way. You're probably wondering why I took cover promotion. The reason for that is he's shooting my artilleries with his artilleries, and that cover gives 33% combat strength against range attacks, so it works much better than the promotion to attack, because you take less damage, and like promotion to attack is only 50%, so it's better to survive 33, take 33% less damage than deal 50% more damage against artilleries. At least that is my opinion. Yeah, this is not looking good. So I use my general, as you can see, but it's not going to be very helpful. He still has 2 generals, and now I don't have any more generals, so he can easily like retake those spots. But I'm trying really hard, as you can see, but I'm slowly running out of units. So that economic advantage of him, his economic advantage kicks in right now. As you can see, I am not able to kill units fast enough and replace units fast enough. He has the unit, the damage, the production advantage, and it all adds up. Slowly, it's wearing me off. Turn by turn, it's wearing me off. I'm like 20. And he's like twice my hammers right now. He has twice my hammers, and I'm like falling slowly behind an army. Like the discrepancy at the start was like what, 10k, and it's now 20k, and it's going to slowly increase. So as I'm saying, he's just, even if you are trading units one by one, I have less production, so he's just replacing those units faster. And at the moment, probably he's in golden age, but he has twice, I repeat that again, he has twice my production, so he can make twice more units than me. So this is something that you really cannot win against at this moment. So I think I'm gonna GG pretty soon, if I remember correctly, because this game is lost. And even triple promotion units which I'm trying to get, it seems, will not help me at all. Excuse me. As you can see, I really don't know what to do. Those mouse movements, I just don't know what to do right now. I'm like thinking most probably you. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. I really want to, but there's nothing I can do. I'm dying. So I'm desperately trying to save my units, do some damage, but all is falling apart. Like one lancer killed, and now he can just swoop in with his units and make some damage. The problem is that city is defenseless. See, he's just going to take the citadel. He has the roads there, so he can now move in cavalry, not cavalry, but move artillery and just shoot the city. And I even wasn't able to finish my great artist and great scientist that I was preparing for that extra science and extra golden age. Yeah, not looking good. Oh my goodness, that shot was like see, now he's just shooting my city. 1, 2 shot, 3 shot, and he can just sneak in a unit right now. I will not be able. Yeah, I was able to save the artillery right now, but this is the end. Sadly, the beginning of the game went absolutely not in the way I wanted. I was too reluctant to be a bit more aggressive, to control the land and plant my cities to the front, and he used that in a very good way. He denied the space from me. As you can see, there's even coal in that south city that he planted so quickly. Yeah, there's coal. So he denied the space from me where I could expand. So I have happiness surplus, but I have nothing to do with it. And he played this game very well. He planted as much cities as he could, so he's just have that crazy population hammer advantage over me, because I was so reluctant to plant more cities, to just go city spam. So he took my land, theoretically my land, away from me, and he was able to block me from planting those defensive cities, and then he beat me to artillery by 5 turns. which allowed him to have more artilleries than me quicker. So he had that 3-4 initial artilleries, and when I finally hit the artilleries, he got the produced artilleries. So he was ahead in artilleries all the time. So he slowly was chipping my health of my units, and he finally killed all my horse units, so I was not able to retake Edfu each time he took it. So after I lost Edfu, after I lose the ability to retake Edfu, my theoretical blocker city, with his hammer advantage and with my lack of ability to defend, it was like a matter of couple of turns to just fall behind even more and just to lose this game. Because this game is lost, there's nothing I can do more. So I guess that sums it up. So GG Merle, great game as usual. Oh my goodness, I remember one game I won. The last game was in medieval also, but it was like 10 games ago where I actually won. So I'm a bit depressed playing against him. I really want to win, but he's crazy good player. So yeah, exactly. This is the end, Mr. Yoruus. There's nothing you can do more. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing I can do more. So, thank you again for watching. GG Merle, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this game, please like and subscribe. This really helps to get viewers and interest on YouTube. So it really helps me a lot. And it makes me feel that you guys actually like the content that I'm making, and I would be happy if you guys could give me some commentaries, some tips of what you like to see or what you like me to say more or less, or anything that you have in mind to improve the viewing and the entertainment from viewing those videos. So thank you again for watching, and see you guys later. Bye bye.